because we create the first arm for people with no elbow. It doesn't exist any like that in the world without electronics.
So tuna combine hizo materials mbili, kitenge na plastic yenye imetengenezwa kutokana na 3D.
Hey, I'm not waiting for anybody else to tell me what to do, but I can create my own future.
There's unemployment here, there's a lot of ideation, innovation, especially in the kids.
We are not just creating arms, but creating 3D labs.
What do biomechanics, fashion, and 3D printing have in common? Join us as we visit the Bamba Project in Baringo County, where these three unlikely disciplines come together in a powerful and creative way. We previously supplied Bambu Lab A1 3D printers to Ayadume3D, an NGO that designs and provides 3D hand and arm prosthetics free of charge. And as an official partner of Bambu Lab, one of the largest 3D printing manufacturers in the world, today we're in Cabernet to witness firsthand how these machines are transforming lives.
Yes, I'm Rocío from Bamba Project. We have a project where we sponsor kids from Baringo County, mostly the in need kids. At the moment we have like 100 kids sponsored by the project. We mostly Spanish sponsors, and at the same time we are trying to develop some activities like self-generating income activities like the women group, also the 3D lab printing just to help the community. But we have been in Baringo for 15 years, and now we're trying to jump into the technology
bandwagon.
Yes.
Okay.
Within the Bamba Project is a group of women who have found a fascinating way of earning a living using 3D printing to create vibrant and beautiful products that blend cultural identity with modern design.
Naitwa Rachel, nimetoka Bamba Project. Mimi nafanya kwa kikundi cha kina mama enye tunaitwa Neema Women, na tunatengeneza bags, tunatengeneza pia shanga, na tunatengeneza vitu kama hairband na bandana kama yenye niko nayo hapa. Ni bandana imeundwa kutokana na material yenye iko ndani, imetengenezwa kutokana na 3D. Alafu tunarudi tunaifunika na kitenge just to add value our products. So tuna combine hizo materials mbili, kitenge na plastic yenye imetengenezwa kutokana na 3D. Na pia tunatengeneza bangles, tunatengeneza earrings, tunatengeneza any product yenye unataka. Ukitengeneza kutokana na hiyo product ya 3D, inaifanya inakuwa firm na pia inakuwa flexible. Inaweza move. So mtu mwenye hapo na kichwa size yoyote anaweza vaa this product yenye nimetengeneza. Inaweza valiwa na mtoto, mtu mzima pia anaweza vaa. Kwa sababu ina stretch. Na pia si mzito, ni rahisi. Kiwa kwa kichwa si kitu itakuchokesha.
This one is standard. This one is for children.
Yeah. Naigeuza, naingisha ndani hii kitu, alafu baada ya kutengeneza hivyo naingisha, alafu baadaye nashona. Sasa imekuwa tayari ikitumika.
Unajua kuhusu 3D printing? Umejifundisha?
Sijajifundisha. Lakini nadhani naweza penda kujua. Ndio hata wakati yenye natengeneza hiyo structure ya ndani, niweze kuitengeneza pia na nje. Hiyo product ikuwe ni mimi nimeitengeneza.
But here at Bamba, 3D printing isn't just about income, it's also about healing. Another part of the project explores how 3D printing can bridge the gap between nature and artificiality to improve people's lives.
So depending on the articulation you can move, it works in one way or another.
So I'm Guille Affordably, I'm the founder of Ayadume3D, which started in here 8 years ago. We create devices for people, amputee people or people who are born without arms, and creating these devices for free with 3D printers. We create the first arm for people with no elbow. It doesn't exist any like that in the world without electronics, and if you need this kind of a device, you can move just prosthetics thanks to your elbow. And we also create new devices that never exist before, and we also giving it for free around 65 countries right now.
Wow.
We are not just creating arms, but creating 3D labs to empower kids with technology and show them how to use the technology to help others.
For playing football, so they are doing like this. Yeah, so they are printing one with their names.
We also had the chance to interact with the children at Bamba. Their curiosity and hunger to learn were truly inspiring. We introduced them to iForge and gave them a glimpse of our learning platform with fun learning challenges for kids, thus sparking new ideas and planting seeds of creativity.
Every lesson yenye mnasoma inaweza kuwa 3D printed, so wase like wanaweza ona vizuri, inakuja kwa memory. Mimi nakumbuka siku anashikanga hizi bones kwa sababu sijui, sizioni na ziona kwa photo like sasa, but now tunataka when you come to your school tuna 3D printia hizi parts zote, so that ukisema ni hii specific part na ielewa. Why Baringo? Why Cabernet?
It was just a coincidence. I was just traveling all over Kenya, and I just happened to find a couple, Ruth and Christy, who they were like the father and the mother of 25 kids in need. They were orphans, most of them, and they were just the coordinators of the project. I mean, of the orphanage. And I just passed by here like randomly. I was traveling. I just wanted to live not in the touristic areas, just to live like the real Kenyan, life.
Yeah.
And I just spent like 3 weeks with them.
Yeah.
And then after staying with them for 3 weeks, I just thought that it was impossible for me not to try to look for 24 sponsors for those kids, because they didn't even have 20 shillings to take a picky by the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, when I started, I didn't even think about creating a project. I wanted to travel, and then it happened that I just get so much in touch with them. And actually, I met them like 15 years ago, and some of the kids now they are leading the project.
Guillermo, 3D printing and the medical sphere, and you're a bioengineering.
Yeah, I'm industrial engineering.
In industrial engineering. What made you want to do this specific project?
I'm not sure actually. I was creating toys and gifts for my parents, and then I realized that I could help with the hobby that I have in that moment. So I just I have this casualty too. I have this trip to Kenya prepared, this trip to Bamba, and I say, how can I go to help really, not just painting a wall, or maybe because they can do it, cabernet guy, locally. So what I have that they don't have it, maybe 3D printers. So I started to think. I talked with Rocio. I check on internet about projects that already exist, but doesn't exist. Anything was existed for people with this kind of amputation. That's why I started to create. I started to talk with different people that knows about biomedical engineer. Thanks to my knowledge about industrial engineer, we could create this device. You just have to realize about what you know and how you can use your knowledge to help.
So what is the future? What are you seeing? What is the future of Bamba and Ayadume, and in terms of partnerships and in terms of technology? Just a wild question.
For me, the most important thing is to see those kids that they actually were in a situation without resources and not much vision of how life can be. I mean, how for them the lack of opportunities was the reality, but how you could change the reality now, okay, with the help of sponsors, but now, from now on, I mean, we are in the, after 15 years, of course, because projects like this are very long-term, education is long-term, you don't see the, it's not like now we have a medical camp, you see the how you say, the impact immediately, but education is something that you have to invest day a day, and you have to fight day a day. So to see those kids that they will be the ones to create opportunities in the future, just with technology, and at the end, for me, creativity is just a matter of connecting points together, putting points together that they didn't have. Now, we only give them the points, give them vision for them to connect by themselves, and in the future to be able to help others. That's our main thing, because people say, you are only helping at the end, you are only helping at the beginning 20 people, now we are like 100 people, not counting the women and all the impact that they have in their families. But it's just a matter of those ones we have helped, they will be the ones to show technology or to be helping others. That's as much as we can do, and is what is in our hands. But it's just a matter of open opportunities through education, through technology, or through medicine or science, basically.
This is the one of the main focus of iForge as a company, because we realized also we have a gap, a skill gap in the youth. Because if you look at statistics and they're like, oh, there's a lot of unemployment in Kenya, but there's unemployment, yet there's a lot of ideation, innovation, especially in the kids. So that's why we can, as much as we partner with Bambu Lab and we sell the printers, we wanted to do something more in terms of education, especially for children. So as I was explaining to you earlier, we have an online learning platform. We've built a whole ecosystem where students can come into this as young as 7 years. They join groups and they learn practically. So as they learn, they do a practical bit. As they learn, they do a practical in teams. This is in aid for them to understand how 3D printing is the future of manufacturing. So they can apply it. Like Guillermo, you're doing it in the prosthetic side, but we have other industries that we want them and their ideas and their creativity to, as you said, connect, to tap in, so that they can be able to bring this change. So that is at the heart of what we're doing. That what you're doing, we want more people to do. And I hope as we can continue working together, and especially for the kids here, so that they can learn. It's a very amazing platform where they get to compete, they get to create stuff, they get to learn with each other. And they can also, now they'll be competing with students from other places. And I told them, I want them to be the best team. And I know they'll be the best team. I've seen, we work with kids a lot. So you see the passion in them. They are not even leaving that computer. You see, they're now designing a Mother's Day gift. And you can imagine this. When did you start teaching them?
Like 3 days ago.
3 days ago, they're already creating gifts. So this is the thing we want to go all over, not just in Kenya, also in the greater East Africa. That is the core function. That's why we call ourselves iForge. Innovators Forge. Innovation, ideas, any The first time we heard about Ayadume3D, we were really researching and we were like, this happens. Even ourselves didn't know that this is something that's happening here at home. So we're grateful even to you for Bamba, and we hope it will be amazing. So we are looking into if we can get more people to learn about 3D, and if Bamba here will be the center for them to come, it will be amazing. Technology is the future, 3D printing is the future, and one project we are trying to work on, we want to create for them a market. We're calling it a maker store. So when they learn with us and they're able to create, we want to create a local market here, so where they can sell the prints. So as soon as they start learning, they can start selling. So they can't go back to their mom, oh, I need money for soap. They can be like, Mom, today I'm buying the soap. Mom, today I'm buying the bread. So this just to encourage them, one, to learn to design more, to look at problems in their home, not outside. Okay, outside problems, yes, but if you have a problem here at home, ideate and think 3D printed. And that's where we want to get with the students that go through iForge, with people who come to contact with us. So they'll have the maker store where they have their own profile and what they've designed and what they can sell, and those problems are relative even to people here in Kenya. So, local problems, local solutions. So beyond being a business, we have also that part that we really want the next generation to actually understand that we can do it and we can solve these problems ourselves. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Inviting us.
Thank you so much.
We are so excited. I don't know if you could open my heart, you'd see a lot of joy. I'm really happy to see what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
3D printing is a gateway to a world of endless possibilities and imagination. At iForge, we believe that solving local problems requires local solutions, and with the right tools and partnerships, anything is possible.
What I have noticed, the fascinating part of it, is that when you give like Patru, who is maybe 12 or 13 year old, the opportunity for him to create, to say, hey, I'm not waiting for anybody else to tell me what to do, but I can create my own future, to pass from waiting and creating, that little is just a matter of like lightening, you know, this brain for him later on to see that he can create his own opportunities, he can create his own, like he created the arms, maybe he will invent something else, because he's in here and he's able. It's the, how you say, the, empowering kids at this early age, I think is key. Yes.